A woman from Queens is the latest victim of gun violence in our city.
And in the wake of mass shootings in Buffalo last month and the recent shooting in Texas, state lawmakers are looking for ways to strengthen New York gun laws. Governor Kathy Hochul and lawmakers in Albany are introducing 10 bills to curb gun violence.
Governor Hochul joins us from Albany this morning. Nice to have you back on Good Day New York.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on the show, and we have a lot to talk about.
Okay, so let's talk about this gun control bills, 10 of them, one of them raising the age from 18 to 21 to buy a gun. How quickly can you get this passed in New York, especially with the legislature going on vacation tomorrow?
Well, we are acting with tremendous urgency, and a number of these initiatives we'd already proposed before the massacre in my hometown of Buffalo, but even before we are done burying the last of the Buffalo 10, I was up there for the funeral, we'd already received word of the mass killing of children. So this legislature and I are working tirelessly throughout the night, and we're going to have a package that people are going to be proud of. It's going to close some of the loopholes, but also say that 18-year-olds who cannot buy a beer at the local bar should not be able to buy an assault weapon. So we're going to change that immediately, as well as a lot of other protections. So it's going to happen right this week.
All right. So this week, you know, I know, listen, gun control and reform is needed, obviously, in the city and the country. I mean, but, you know, we are dealing with such crime in New York City right now. I don't know if you saw this video from yesterday in Coney Island. Brazen men firing guns in the air. I'm sure they were not legal guns, but this is what happens in broad daylight. I mean, on top of gun reform, we need bail reform. Is there any talk about that? I mean, it's getting scary here in New York City.
Well, we've already addressed this, and it hasn't gone into effect just yet, but I want to make sure New Yorkers know, while there's a lot of national attention on these mass killings, we've never taken our eye off the fact that we have killings going on every day in our streets, particularly in our cities like New York. That's why we have a gun interdiction task force to get the guns from coming into the, you're right, they're not legal in New York, they're coming in from other states. But also in our budget, we did address the bail issues where there had been areas where people be able to be in possession of a gun, a violent weapons charge, were allowed out. We changed that. So those laws have been addressed, and we're not stopping. We are going to be working tirelessly to work with law enforcement, our mayors, to get the guns off the streets. And that's job number one for us, to protect New Yorkers.
Just to kind of go off Rosanna's point, I think a lot of people are wondering when those new laws will be implemented, because just, you know, last week, Daniel Enriquez, who was shot and killed on his way to brunch by someone that had been in state prison for a gun problem, was let back out, was found with a loaded gun again 6 months later. And because of those bail reforms, the judge had to let him go free of charge. So I think it is frustrating, because I know you're saying this is happening, but when will those changes be implemented, and when can we see those changes happen?
Right. They were literally just passed 2 months ago in our budget. So it takes time to go through the process. I don't want to make excuses. I mean, New Yorkers want answers right now, and they want this to stop. I do as well. But now we've given the tools to the local district attorneys, the police, and the judges to now do the right thing and make sure that people are not walking the streets of New York with a gun. And that's the progress we made in the budget. I'm really proud of it. It was a tough battle, but we need to have some common sense injected into this to protect New Yorkers. That's job number one for me as governor.
Well, I'm pretty sure everyone's looking forward to see that change. Quick question, though. I know your relationship with the NRA is a bit complicated. Some people are calling you out of that, including Tom Suozzi, who just in a recent ad mentioned the fact that you were endorsed by the NRA, that you had an A rating with the NRA. Are you willing to acknowledge that you maybe have had a change of heart in terms of gun control?
I said that a decade ago. I mean, I grew up in an area where gun ownership was common. People joined the NRA to become eligible for discounts and to go to shooting ranges. So that was the other part of our state I represented in Congress. But a decade ago, we had Sandy Hook. And at that point, when Washington could not even say that we should have background checks so we could find out if someone does have a mental health challenge, I said it's over. So for literally over a decade, if you look at what I've been doing since I became governor, mean, even before these massacres, we have been laser focused on changing the gun laws, banning ghost guns, getting rid of guns that are evading our laws, something called AOWs. I mean, it looks like a machine gun, but it's legal right now. So we are coming at this strong. I say people look at my record right now, what I've done now that I've been governor, and have made those statements over the last decade in support of sensible gun safety legislation. And I was out there championing the red flag law all over Long Island and all over the state. So my record speaks for itself.
All right, can we talk about gas tax suspension starting today? If you go gas up, you'll get a little 16-cent discount. I'm sure people are very happy about that. Could we have gone any lower?
Well, I'd love to, and I know how frustrating it is because the day that our gas tax suspension, our holiday goes into effect, prices are still going up, but this is what we had control over in our state budget, and I work with the legislators to get this done. We're also calling on all the other counties. You mentioned Nassau and Suffolk. Westchester did as well. So there's 23 counties that also reduced their share of the sales tax, so people feel a little more relief at the pump. And some states suspended it for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, a month. We're doing it all the way through the end of the year because New Yorkers have been taking it on the chin. You think about the moms driving their kids to sporting events or people commuting to their jobs at a hospital or the taxi drivers, the Uber drivers, the delivery. They're just getting clobbered. And we're doing everything we can in our budget to get more money back in people's pockets with tax cuts, property tax relief that it's coming very soon, as well as making sure we help people with their rent, their utilities, childcare. So we're laser focused on just helping people with that ever-escalating cost of living. It has been so hard on New Yorkers, and we're doing everything we can to help take the burden off of them.
So true. All right, can we talk about the gas tax? It usually funds the highways and the roads. Asking for a friend who hit a pothole recently and had a flat tire. Anyway, are we just going to live with the potholes? What happens because with this gas tax?
No. I will tell you, the budget that I just proposed, this budget was transformative, one of the largest, most aggressive budgets to deal with the real problems New Yorkers are facing. One of them is potholes. I traveled over 300,000 miles as lieutenant governor. I have had a personal encounter with every pothole in the city and in the suburbs. I know where they are, and I'm coming at them. We put $1 billion in our budget to address potholes. So you're going to see people out there all summer long addressing something that is just driving us crazy, but it's time we just take care of people in their neighborhoods and fix the damn potholes.
I like your style. Yeah. Thank you, Governor Hochul. We appreciate you coming on Good Day New York.
Thank you very much.
All right, fix the damn potholes. You heard it from her first.
Fix the darn. I mean, asking for a friend.
She was asking for herself.
Of course I was.